Hi everyone, my name is John Paul, and I usually don't make videos, but I'll go ahead to make one anyway. So today I'm going to be addressing a couple of issues bordering on the issues of migration in public spaces and the media sphere. As we know right now, if you have been very conversant with what's going on in the social media, mass media, you probably have heard how contentious and topical the issue of migration has been over a period of time. And part of the reason why it's been very contentious is because of how it has been discussed and described in media spheres, thereby creating a system of divisiveness and othering. And by othering, I mean a system of us versus them, a system of the inferior versus the superior, a system of the indigenous versus the local, the foreigners, and a system of prejudice versus the privileged. And another reason why it's been like that is because it's becoming a global crisis that requires international concerns. So going back to the 2015, the case study in the 2015 xenophobic attack in South Africa, where locals made a series of assumptions and misconceptions based on stereotypes that they had about the foreigners. So part of the accusations was that foreigners came into South Africa to steal their jobs, to steal their women, they were a major contributory factor to the high level of crime in South Africa. They brought in diseases and they used unorthodox means to attract customers, thereby creating a friction between the local and the local entrepreneurs. Now, these stereotypic assumptions and accusations were proven to be false in the long run based on 2 studies conducted in South Africa. And the discovery of this research shows that 82% of the working population in South Africa between the ages of 15 and 64 were actually non-migrants. And by non-migrants, I mean indigenous South Africans. Another discovery shows that international migrants found themselves in very precarious and unstable employment positions, thereby being unable to access government handouts and benefits. And then the final discovery of this research shows that foreigners contributed immensely to the economic prosperity of South Africa, and thereby providing jobs for the locals. They paid their rent, they paid their taxes, they paid their VATs, and they provided convenient and affordable goods in South Africa. So I think with all these assumptions, it is fair to say that we should begin to change our rhetorics. We should begin to understand that the negative representation of migrants and the connotations that we attach to the words we use to describe migrants have created and has fanned the flames of xenophobia, has fanned the flames of racism, has fanned the flames of intolerance and bigotry that we have today in our society. So part of the things we need to do as a global citizen is we need to begin to change our thought process. We need to begin to change the labels that we use to describe immigrants. Take, for instance, like Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, has said that Canada is great, not in spite of its diversity, but because of its diversity. It goes to show that by the time we start changing our frames, by the time we start changing the way we describe immigrants in public spheres, those that have been ignorant about certain facts that foreigners bring will begin to see reason to change their notion of building walls. They will begin to see that building bridges serves better than building walls. So I'd like us to understand that the movement of foreigners from one geographical location to another is not born out of convenience. People move because of political reasons. People move because of the search of greener pastures. People move for economic prosperity reasons. People actually move for educational reasons and lots more. People move because they want to better themselves. People move out of inconvenience. So the fact that they are moving from one place to another is not supposed to be regarded as an aberration that should be tolerated, right? It's not a zero-sum game. It's not a situation of a win-lose. Actually, everyone wins in this situation. So we should begin to change our mindset, our rhetorics, and how we socially construct the issue of immigration and immigration debates. Finally, I'll leave you with this piece from Nelson Mandela. He said, "People are not born to hate based on the color of your skin, your background, or your religious preference. People actually learn to hate. And if they learn to hate, they can be taught to love, because love comes more naturally from the human heart than the opposite. Think about it. This is a food for thought.